Thank you for the confirmation, guys. So let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the previous session. In the previous session, we have discussed about what is cloud computing, what is AWS, and what are the services which we are going to cover in this particular training. And we have discussed it if you want to go for any certification after this particular training, for which particular certification you can go for that. And even we have discussed it if you are going to join this particular course, what other things will provide to. So this is what we have discussed in previous session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about how we can create our AWS account. But before starting off this particular topic, any question anyone have? Please raise your hand and let me know if you have any questions. Yes, Naveen.
Hi, Ankit. Good morning. Just
Good
a small
morning.
request. So the session is from 9 to 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Start time
before,
is 9 a.m.
yeah. So before Q&A session, please let us know so that I think Q&A section is going, it's taking more time. Yesterday it took it.
There's a demo sessions, Naveen. That was the first session, and definitely in first session, it takes to resolve all the queries whichever we. And in demo session, it takes time about the questionnaires also. Okay, and first 3 or 4 sessions are the demo session. After that, when we'll come to our track, we are focusing on the content. But yes, with content, we'll focus on your questionnaires also, because if you're not able to understand previous topic, definitely you're not able to focus on the upcoming topics also.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to think about those also. So I'll try to resolve the queries and then we'll move forward also.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone have any question? Yes, Nilesh.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nilesh.
Yes, sir. Actually, yes. Actually, I have joined this session first time. Yesterday, actually, I got this link, so I joined from today. I'm from another field. Actually, sorry to ask this question at this session, but I'm from another field, different field. I'm from telecom, and at late age, like 40s, I'm planning to switch. So, is it okay or is it feasible? What means I need some guidance on this basis, actually.
Definitely, yes, you can learn this particular course also. You are from the completed, you said the very different background. But yes, to join the jobs, Nilesh, you need to put some experience. With the help of this one, you can apply for the jobs.
Yeah, and means do we get some so such kind of like any guide on how to prepare the resume according
We'll
to this?
share sample resumes with you. Near about 12, 14 sample resumes I have. So I'm sharing all the sample resumes. So you, with the help of this one, you can easily create your own resumes also.
Okay, okay, okay. And
Okay.
yeah, as I know that one of my friend already did this course, so he told that we get recorded lectures once we paid the fees and all. So that is like, is it correct or is it is just live session we have to attend and note down the all?
No, you don't need to note down, and you don't need to waste your time to making any notes. Okay. Whatever the thing you are learning, I'm sharing the PPTs with all of my students. With the help of this one, you can practice and you'll get the recordings in our website. But yes, for join live training, recordings and notes, you need to make the payment.
Yeah, yeah, that is absolutely.
But you don't need to waste your time on making any notes. Don't worry. Because whatever I'm teaching, it is there in my PPT. And at the end of the session, we'll upload the PPT.
Yeah. And is it like it is today? It is like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Sorry. So this session is always on this time, or is change?
No, session timing is always starting time is 9 a.m. End time might be get 5 to 10 minutes up and down. Depend or sometimes depend on the topic also, Nilesh.
Yeah. And,
okay, so 5 to 10 minutes up and down is always
that
possible.
that is absolutely okay. That is not the
Start time is always 9 a.m. Monday to Friday.
Yeah, that is because I'm just reaching at office in the same time.
No, session time is the fixed, the timing is fixed.
So any another batch is going, or it is
The batch is going
closed?
on at morning 7:15 a.m., but that batch is completed more than 60%.
Okay. So this batch is like
Just we have
currently
started yesterday.
yesterday, right. And the fees.
And
how
one more
it-
thing, if any student is going to pay for this particular batch and based on any reason is not able to continue with this batch, might be his office work or any family's issue or it might be health issues. So we are giving the chance within 1 year, student can join one more any batch for my sessions for AWS.
Okay, that will be very grateful.
Within 1 year of time we are giving it, and I
Yeah,
think
that is
1 year is a very
absolutely
sufficient time
more than
for
sufficient actually.
person. But yes, you will get the recording only for the batch for which you have paid. You can attend any one more batch within 1 year.
Right. Actually, that's what my concern, because I have some plan in this month, and that for those days I'm not able to available.
Now,
So that is
don't
my
worry.
concern.
That is why we are teacher, because we know that it happens with sometimes you might be they are working professional or someone might be any family issue or health issues. We have it.
Right.
So we are giving that particular chance for 1 year.
Fine. Absolutely, that is fine. So
Okay.
actually, may I know your name? I didn't.
Ankit.
Ankit. Okay, Ankit, sir.
And my spelling name is Ankit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with our. Okay, so one last more question. Anyone have any more questions? If anyone have any more question, you need to raise your hand. Yes, Balaji.
Hi, Ankit. Good morning.
Good morning.
I also joined today only. I have one question. I'm working in HCL for 2 years in a non-technical role, but I want to switch to the AWS, and I want to know which role I can apply after completing this course.
After completion of this training, you can apply for AWS Architect Associate level.
Architect associate. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And this course require coding or?
We don't require any code. Basic Linux is required, and that's what we are covering in this particular.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay, it is part of the course. Okay.
Yes. And one more question, like because I work in that is as incident manager, that is not related to AWS. So how can I in the interview can I project like 1 year of experience in AWS?
Yes, and I think that HCL has some project of clouds also, AWS cloud project.
Oh.
I heard about that one because from my previous batch students, they said that they have. So the best thing, like earlier in previous session, I said that you can apply for the jobs in your same company. So fill the IGP in your own company, you can switch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that will be good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, Shubham, you can ask your question.
Good morning. Ankit, just want to know. I'm just sorry for yesterday. I'm not able to attend the class, so I went to the recording. Okay, so Ankit, as I am a Tableau developer, okay. So Tableau developer, yeah.
Okay, I think the Tableau is ETL tool.
No, Tableau developer is visualizing Tableau, Power BI.
Okay, it's like a Power BI, it's a reporting tool.
Yeah, Tableau is a reporting tool. Okay.
Okay, yes.
So yeah, for the Tableau developer, the next step is Amazon Redshift, correct?
Yes, you can go for that also, definitely. You can go with Glue also, like ETL tool.
Yeah.
I said that in previous
Glue,
one.
yeah.
You can
Glue
go with
also an Amazon
Redshift.
So we are not covering some service, that two services
because those are coming under professional level.
Okay. But yeah, basic. But yeah, basic things we can.
No,
we
those
can't
are
cover.
not part of this course.
Yeah, that's one means I went to that, but yeah, I didn't see anything on that. So that I thought just
that's the reason, because those are coming under professional level.
Okay. So yeah, as was previous the guy question. So as completed this course, we can apply that the role, correct? This cloud. Okay, Ankit. So that's my question. So yeah, thank you, Ankit. You can start now. We already running the template. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so in the today's session, we are going to discuss about how we can create our AWS account. First of all, to create your AWS account, you can use any email ID, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Outlook.com, any email ID you can use, but make sure you're not going to use your official email IDs. Use your personal email IDs. You can use any email ID. There is no restriction. There is no prerequisite to create AWS. Now, to create your AWS account, here I have already given one link. You can go to this particular link, or you can even search on Google also, or you can go to a website called aws.amazon.com. If you go to this particular website, aws.amazon.com, here you have an option of click on sign in. When you click on sign in, let me log out first. Again, click on sign in. When I click on sign in, here in the below, we are getting the option to create a new AWS. You can click here, or directly you can go to this particular link, the link which is mentioned in the here. What steps you need to follow? First, you need to enter your email ID. You need to enter your password, and you need to confirm your. Do we have any rules and regulations for password? Yes, we have some rules and regulations which we need to follow for our password. What are the rules and regulations? I'll discuss in the next slide. But after entering of the password, what you need to do is you need to enter your AWS account name. And the AWS account name, whatever you are going to enter here, that account needs to be unique. And the name needs to be unique globally. Let's take example, any other person has taken the username as Ankit2802. I'm trying to give this account name. I can't use this name because this name is already used by some other person. The name, whatever you are giving here, the name is mandatory to be unique globally. All over the world, you need to find a unique username for you, or you can call it account name for. After giving it this username, you need to click on. Now, I'll first tell you what are the rules and regulations you need to follow for password. Here, we have mentioned it. Out of these four things, one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, or one non-alphanumeric characters, you need to use at least 3 things. Out of these 4 things, minimum 3 things you need to use, and your password must at least 8 characters long minimum. Minimum 8, maximum 128 characters long password you can enter. And we have already discussed it. Account name must be unique. Once you click on continue, it is asking us, do you want to create, which type of plan you want to create? Which type of account you want to create? You want to create a business one, or you want to create a personal one? Definitely, we are not going to any business here. We are just using for learning purpose. So we will use personal for our project. And here on the left side, you are able to see the same free tier offers which we have discussed in our previous session. Few services are always free. Few services are for 12 months free. and few services are for trial. These things we have discussed in previous session also. And after selecting of your personal option, you need to enter your personal details. You need to enter your full name, your mobile number with your country code, your country, your address with postal code. In India, we are calling it as PIN code. That PIN code you need to enter here. It means you need to enter your full address. And then here we have some terms and conditions. If you want, you can read these terms and condition, then check the checkbox. After clicking on this checkbox, you need to click on continue. So we have completed 2 steps. Total 5 steps we need to follow. After clicking on continue, here you need to enter your card. You don't need to worry about that one. You can enter your card details. Your card details are secure. One important point about card details, especially for India people who are from India, it does not support RuPay card. In India, few people have RuPay card also. It does not support RuPay card. So you can use only Visa or Master card in it. And one more important point about India. By default in India, every bank account, whichever we are using, is disabled with international transaction. By default, it is disabled. You need to enable those international transactions, and you can just give a limit of 10 rupees there. Because while creating this particular account, they are going to deduct 2 rupees from your account, and those 2 rupees also you will get a refund 3 to 5 days. Those 2 rupees also are getting a refund in 3 to 5 days. You can enter your credit card or you can enter your debit card, any of the bank card you can use. But make sure you are not going to use RuPay card. Second thing, make sure your account is enabled with international transaction. It's very simple. You can even go to your mobile banking. In that mobile banking, you have an option to enable that international transaction, and you can set a limit only of 10 rupees because they just only need to deduct 2 rupees. And those 2 rupees also you are getting in refund after 3 to 5. After entering of your card details, you can click on verify, and once you click on verify and continue, you will get an OTP so they can deduct 2 rupees. You can enter that OTP here and click on submit. They'll verify your card details. It doesn't mean that they are verifying your card details, they'll automatically deduct money from your account. In India, they are not going to deduct. I'm not sure about other countries, but in India, they are not going to deduct a single rupee from your account till that time you are not going to give a confirmation to them. Because as per RBI rules, you always need to enter an OTP for any transaction. So we have completed third step. So by giving our card details. Next step, we need to confirm our mobile number. You can confirm your mobile number by using SMS or by using voice. So whatever the mobile number you have given, for that mobile number, when you click on send SMS or call, you will get an OTP here. that OTP you need to enter here to validate your mobile. Once you click on continue after validating your mobile number, it is asking you to select a plan. In this one, we are getting 3 plans. One is free plan, one is developer support plan, one is business support plan. We don't need any support from AWS, so we are not going to select developer support plan. We are not going to select any business support. So we are always going to use free plan because we need to use for learning purpose. If you are going to select any of the plan, you will get a monthly bill from their side regarding this particular. So make sure you're not going to select these plan. You will select basic support free. And then click on complete sign up. Once you click on complete sign up, you can click on AWS Management Console. And then here it is asking what is your role, and I am interested in, you can select here AWS Architect Associate. You will get that in list of value. You can check and you can select that, and then on submit. Once you click on submit, your account is going to be ready. And sometimes what happens, your account is getting ready within 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it takes 4 to 5 hours also. Don't worry, if your account is not get ready on the spot, it takes 4 to 5 hours just to validate your. And once they validate your details, you can log into your account, and this is how your account is going to look like when you log into your account first. So this is how you can create your AWS. It's very simple to create your AWS. After creation of this account, you can start practicing your AWS services, whichever you want to. Now, any question anyone have regarding this account creation? Please let me. Any doubt anyone have? Yes, Ravindra.
Yeah, Ankit, thanks for giving this opportunity. Actually, let's say we have already created the AWS account, and can we reuse it, or we need to create?
May I know when you have created that account?
Can you come again?
May I know when you have created that particular account?
1 year before.
So it means your free quota is completed, Ravindra. If you are going to use your account, they will charge you for that.
Okay,
the best
so
is
we
you'll
can
create a new account, but
with the
use
new.
another different email ID.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
Okay,
thank
you
you.
can't use the same.
Yeah, thank you, Ankit. But we can use the same our bank information, right?
Yes,
Credit.
bank information you can use the same. Even mobile number also you can use the same.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, Girish.
Hello, Ankit.
Yes, Girish.
Actually, 2 days ago, I was created account, but at that time, I choose a role that is a sysops. That it is that's mattered. Like I
It
didn't
doesn't
choose.
make any difference. You can select any rules there. Doesn't make any difference. You are getting the full access of your AWS account. Don't worry about it.
So that's the way. That's the both of role having the same services, right?
Sorry.
Both of roles having the same
No,
services.
services are completely different if I talk about the rules, but don't worry. With that role, it doesn't make any difference that you are getting some different services. You will get all services, like access whichever we have in AWS.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, David.
Can we create only with credit card or debit card also?
Debit card also you can use. Credit or debit, both will work.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yes, Adanka, you can unmute.
Sir, is this account is only available for 12 months?
Yeah, the account is available for lifetime, but the free quota is available only for 12 months.
Okay.
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 If you are going to use your account after completion of 12 months, they will charge you for that.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Saraswati. Yes, Saraswati, you can ask your question. Saraswati, I'm not able to hear you. Look like you have some issue with your mic. Please resolve that. Then you can raise your. Yes, Mohan Babu, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit. So my question is, so let's say we have created the free account around 5 months or 6 months before, but so where can I find? So how many days are left for the free account?
There is no option that will get information that how many days are left.
Okay.
The only thing you can check that for this particular month, how much free quota you have used, that you can check. How to check, we'll discuss in upcoming session also.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, that you can check. But yes, it is not possible to check the free quota for first month, guys. For first month, it is not possible because for first month, AWS is not showing the free quota. Let's say example, today you are going to create an account on 19th of April. And AWS billing cycle is for first to first. It means from 19th till 1st of May, you can't see your free quota. AWS is not going to provide that free quota to us. First, till that time, their first billing cycle is not going to complete. Once their first billing cycle is going to complete, after that, they start showing your free quota. So, and how to see the free quota, where is that option? We'll discuss all those options in upcoming session.
Thanks.
Yes, Sajendra, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi. Actually, I am planning to go for solution architect certification in AWS. So, what are the prerequisites? Like, do we need to do any prerequisites for this?
No, there is no prerequisite. You can directly go with this particular certification.
Okay, okay. Can we get the videos as well? Whatever the sessions which we are attending, can we get those or any
if you are
links?
going to join this particular code, these are the things you will get from us.
Okay, okay. Any mock tests and all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These are the things.
Okay.
On daily basis, you will get live training recordings and training PPTs. And at the end of the training, these things you will. Quiz, interview question, sample resumes, AWS document, and okay, these are things you will get from ours.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sandeep.
Okay. Can we use the same mobile number and same card details?
Yes, you can use it if you already have existing account. You can use it.
Yeah,
There's
I think
no
actually
restriction.
in Azure we can't use.
Yes, I know that in Azure we can't use it, but in AWS we can.
Okay. And you said that in Azure also there is a bank in a address field. The bank address field should be in the same.
In Azure it is different. In AWS it is different. In AWS is not going to match exact same as your bank account. Okay. But in Azure, you need to enter an address as it is same as exact 100% same as your bank account. But in AWS, it will be little bit up and down. It doesn't make any.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Revati.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit. Yes. So is there any possibility to start the session little early because the session is planned for 1 hour and it is getting extended for another half an hour.
That like earlier I said, that was as a demo session, Pratik. So don't worry about that. Demo session always happen it. In our upcoming session, when we'll discuss about topic, that time might be, they are not going it more than half an hour. 10-15 minutes might be up and down if possible, but not more than that.
Yeah, but is there any possibility instead of 9 a.m. can we have it 8:30 a.m. or 8 a.m.?
No,
So
because
that,
actually my batch is going on at 7:15 to 8:15. So I mean 7:15, my batch is already going on. So might be sometime that batch is going to complete by 8:30. And I am a person, I need little bit of time just to relax myself also. So,
oh, okay. You have another. Okay.
my other batches are
Yeah.
also going on in morning.
Okay. Then. Yeah.
So I can't
Just
start this batch before 9 o'clock.
yeah. As for people who are attending apart from India, so just for that reason I'm
I
asking.
can understand it. If you are from which country?
US.
So it will be right now at 10 p.m. for you. Might be not wrong.
11
Okay,
p.m.
so you are from another time zone. I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about a Kansas time zone.
Okay, I am in Central time zone.
That will be, I can understand it, but sorry, it's not possible. I can start.
Yeah, you have already another batch. I understand now. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you.
And this account creation, is it mandatory? AWS
Yes,
account creation.
definitely yes, because you need to practice it.
Okay.
For practice, you need to.
Okay, Ankit. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so those have raised their hand, guys. You don't need to lower down your hands. I'll come back to you after completion of this particular one more. Okay, so next topic, what we are going to discuss about is we are going to discuss about our first AWS service. And that service name is called as EC2. It's a short name. Full name is Amazon Elastic Compute. Now, what is this EC2? EC2 is like a computer. Let's take example. I want to buy a computer. Anyone can tell me whenever we are purchasing any computer in the chat box, you can confirm chat box is enabled for all. What are the things we are looking for whenever we are purchasing any computer? Correct. CPU, RAM, storage, or we can say hard disk. Minimum these three things, we'll see that. CPU, operating system, hard disk, and one more thing called operating system. These four are basic things. Other than that, other configuration we are definitely seeing. But major are these: CPU, RAM, hard disk, or operating system. With the help of this one, we are going to create any computer, or we can even create one server also. The servers which is used in organization. If I talk about my laptop, is having very basic configuration with just a 1 TB of hard disk, 16 GB of RAM. I have very minimum one also, this one. But if I talk about in servers, we have a huge RAM, huge hard disk, we have it. So I can create the computer which I'm using right now. I can create a same computer, or I can create a same server in AWS also. And creation of that particular server is only possible with the help of service called EC2. Now, what is EC2? EC2 is a virtual server. Means we can create our own server on AWS infrastructure in our service called Amazon EC2. And under this EC2, we can run our applications. Any type of application, whichever we want to run, we can run under our EC2 service. Now, Which operating system AWS is supporting? Here I have given the list of operating systems. Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, Oracle Linux, Mac, Debian, CentOS. There are other types of operating system it is supporting. So it means to create our machine, we will get operating system from AWS. We don't need to install manually. Automatically, just I need to select the option, whichever the operating system they are giving the list. From that particular list, I need to only select. And when system is going to create my own server, that time system will automatically install our operating system. Might be anyone has listened a word called virtual machine. In normal language, it is called as virtual machine, but in AWS, it is called as EC. So we can create our virtual machine in Amazon service. And we can create Windows, Linux, anyone we can create. So first, I'm going to show you the Windows one. So it means I'm going to create a Windows operating system EC2. So we have finalized the operating system as Windows. First of all, let me log into my AWS account. Let me show you one more. Now, when you come to this sign in page, you need to select an option called root user. We have one more option called IAM user. IAM user is a separate service we have in AWS. Regarding this IAM user service, we'll discuss in upcoming session. So right now, after creation of your AWS account, you need to select root user option and then enter your email ID and password. Don't worry about this, is just my cache's problem I'm getting it because of. I'm able to log into my AWS account, and here in my screen, you are able to see few services here. These are recently visited services. In whichever service I recently visited, here I'm getting that particular. What is the first step we need to do before creation of our EC2 server? We need to select a region. It means in which particular data center I need to create this EC2 machine. By default, when I log in it is selecting a region as North Virginia. If I want to create, I can go with this one also. And if I click here, I'm able to see the list of regions. In previous session, we have seen wherever we have region, we have shown you the complete map also as per continent wise. We have Mumbai, Hyderabad, Hong Kong, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. Here we are able to see the US one. Here we are able to see Canada. Here we are able to see the Europe one, South America. So here we are able to see the. While practice, you can select any of the region, whichever you want to select. I'm selecting Mumbai region. And why I'm selecting Mumbai region? Because as per my location, Mumbai is the nearest location to. You can select your nearest region, whichever you want to select. Yeah. Now I have switched to Mumbai. Second thing, we need to select EC2 service. In my AWS account, you are able to see recently visited service called EC2 also. But in your account, it is completely showing you blank. How you can visit to EC2? Search here. We have a search option also. Virtual servers in the now here we can see the details that how many machines are running right now. We can see here. But you can see here right now, 0 machine is. Now click on instances. Now, whatever the steps I am following, guys, you don't need to worry. You don't need to make any notes. I'm again saying don't waste your time on making notes. Just focus on the training right now, because whatever the steps I'm following, it is mentioned in my PPT. Now, you need to click on launch instance. Now, to create this C2 machine, we need to follow few steps. First step is we need to give the name to this particular machine. And this name can be any name. It is not mandatory to be unique name. Like account name we have discussed, we need to give the unique name. This name can be any name. So I'm giving the name as EC2-120. Then scroll down. First step is complete. We have given the name to our second step. Second step is we need to select AMI, Amazon Machine. Now, why we need to select Amazon? What is Amazon Machine Image? In our normal language, we are calling it as operating system. Which one we need to select? The Windows one. So it means here in AWS, we are calling it as AMI. You need to remember these terminologies, guys. You need to remember these. In our normal language, we are calling it operating system, but in AWS, it is called as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. And which one we need to select? Windows. Let me scroll down. And here I am. Windows. Now, when I select Windows 1, under Windows 1 also we have multiple types like Windows 10, Windows 11, we have it. But these are server Windows. So here I am. This is 2022 version. This is 2019. We are getting it. Whatever as per our client requirement, we need to select that particular type. But while practice, make sure you are selecting the type where it is mentioned as free tier eligible. Free tier eligible. Now, scroll down. So our second step is also completed. We have selected our operating system. Now coming to the third step. Third step, we need to select instance type. And as per my PPT, we need to select the instance type as T2.my. Before this one, I'm going to inform you that I want how much CPU? I want 1 CPU and 1 GPU. This is my requirement right now. I have a very basic requirement. So I'm going with 1 CPU and 1 GB of. Why I'm mentioning that I need to select T2 micro? Because if you remember in previous session, we have discussed it about free tier details. In free tier details, see, this is EC2 750 hour per month. In 750 hour per month, it is clearly mentioned we can use a type called T2.micro or T3.micro, depend on region. Because in few region, they have given as T2 micro, and in few regions, they have given as T3 micro, which is coming under our free tier. That is why while practice, you need to select instance type as T2 micro, which is by default. And you can see here, it is free tier. How much CPU we are getting it? 1 CPU and 1 GB of. This is just for a practice, but definitely in real time, we have a more bigger requirement. So for that also we have instance type. You can see here 96 CPU and 768 GB of RAM. We are getting it. 48 CPU, 384 GB of RAM also we are getting. So it depends on our client to client requirement, whatever the type of instance type they want to use, you can select that instance type as per their requirement. If you want to see all the instance type, here we have it. Here I'm getting all the information, like I am using T2 micro, 1 CPU. Let's example, your requirement is 2 CPU and 4 GB of RAM. 2 CPU, 8 GB. At that time, you need to select a type called T2 dot. I've already selected the instance type. So it means our one more step is completed and we got 1 CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and we got our EMI. Coming to the next step is we need to create a new key pair. Now, what is key pair? Let me scroll down. Key pair name. Now, what is this key pair? This key pair is like a password to us to connect to my machine, because after creation of this machine, definitely we need to connect to that machine. Without connect to that machine, how we can work on that machine? It is impossible. So we need to connect to this machine, and to connect to this machine, this key pair is going to help us. So key pair is going to help us to generate the password. So we need to create key pairs. So here we have an option, create new pair. I have some existing key pairs also, but I'm not going to use because I want you to teach how to create key pair. So I'm going to click on create new key. And then give your key pair name. Key pair name can be any name. I'm giving it then EC2-1. Given the key pair name, click on create key. And when I click on create key pair, we got one file also. We need to save this file. This file is very important. Because of this file, system is going to generate password to connect to our Windows machine. So how many steps we have completed? The first step is we have given the name to our machine. Second step, we have selected our AMI, means operating system. Third step, we have given CPU and RAM to our server by selecting instance type. And the fourth step, we have created key pair. With the help of this key pair, we can connect to our machine. Now, next step. Here we are getting some network settings. Regarding these network settings, we'll discuss in upcoming session when we'll come to a topic called VPC at that time. So I am going to use as it is default settings. I'm not going to disturb these things. We'll discuss regarding these things in our upcoming session. Now, whenever we are going to give key pair name, make sure special character does not allow except hyphen. Except hyphen, you can't use any special character. Other than that, except hyphen, you can't use anyone, only hyphen you can use it. Other than hyphen, you can't use special character like dollar, percentage, and sign, semicolon. Those will not. Now, so we have created our key pair also. Scroll down more. Now here system is creating a new security. Now what is the security group? Security group are like a firewall rules. Here we are applying some firewall rules that who can connect to this particular machine. Those rules we are giving here. Now, to connect to our Windows machine, it is mandatory to enable a port called RDP port. And if you see here, that particular port is by default enabled by the AWS. AWS is so smart, they have by default enabled that particular port. Now, anyone in the chat box, let me know if anyone knows what is the port number for RDP. Okay, I got few answers. In the chat box, please confirm. Okay, the correct answer is 33. 3389 is the port number for RD. RDP full form is Remote Desktop Protocol. And this is by default. I'm not going to do any changes in this. I'm going to give as it is this one. And what is it? Status, it is anywhere. Anywhere means we can connect to this particular machine from any part of the world. We can connect to this particular machine from any part of the world. So we have enabled RDP port, and this RDP port is mandatory. If we are not going to enable this RDP port, we are not able to connect to our machine. So our RDP port is. Regarding this ports, we'll discuss more in our upcoming session. Slowly, when we'll come to that particular topic. And right now, system is giving the by default name to my security group with the name Launch Wizard. It's a default name there. I can give my own name to this particular security group also. How to give our own name, we'll discuss in the next. Now, we didn't get hard disk. Now we got the hard disk. And how much we are getting it by default? 30 GB. By default, we are getting it 30 GB of the hard disk. So it is mandatory to have minimum 30 GB of hard disk for Windows machine. And in AWS, it is called as volumes. I'm calling it hard disk, but in AWS, it is called as volume. And the one which we are getting by default, like normally we are calling it at C drive. The one which I'm getting by default, it is by default I'm getting, and the default one is called as root. Like we are calling it as C drive. So here we can call it as root. And on the right side here, we have mentioned it, how many machines I need to create. How many machines I require? I just require only one. Let's take example with same configuration. If I need 10 machine, I can mention as also 10. If you need 100 machine, you can mention as 100. But I don't need 10 or 100 machine. I just require only one single. I'm going to create one single. Here we can review on right side. This is a summary. We can review also here. Which AMI we have selected. What is that instance type? Firewall security group system is going to create a new one. And storage. How much we are getting? 30. Now, if we want to review, we can review from here also already. We have given the name. We have selected our EMI. We have selected our instance type. We have given our key pair. We have enabled RDP port. And we got 30 GB of the hardware. Then we have one more details called advanced details option also. Regarding this advanced details, we are going to discuss in our upcoming session. Right now, this is first time we are learning this particular service. So definitely on one single session, I can't teach you about all the options. So regarding those options, we'll discuss in our upcoming session. Now I can click on launch instance. We have launched our EC2 machine. Click on instances. Here I'm able to see my, what is its status? Take some time. 1 minute it take time to create our machine. Now, what is its status now? It means our machine is start. Now, just creation of our machine, is our work is completed? No. What is the next step? We need to connect to this particular machine. How we can connect to this particular machine? Select the EC2 machine. Click on. I'm selecting my machine. And here in the above, we have an option of click on. Now, when I click on connect, here we are getting multiple options. Which option we need to go? RDP. We need to note down some details. I need to note down this public DNS. I'm going to note down this public. Done. I'm noting down my username. By default, in Windows machine, username is administrator. Next step, I need to generate a password. So I need to get a password. Click on get password. When I click on get password, it is asking me to upload one file. Which file? This. The key which we have downloaded, that key we need to upload here. With the help of that particular key, system is going to generate our password. I am in batch 124. Let's change to 129. And here I'm able to see the key. The key which we have generated, we are able to see. Select this one, click on it. Click on decrypt password. Here I'm getting it. So we got three details. One is public DNS, one is username, and the third one is. So we got all three details. So we can connect to our. How we can connect to this particular. To connect to this particular machine, you need to open one tool called remote desktop connection. Do we need to download this tool? No. We don't need to download this tool. Why? Because in our Windows machine, by default, it is there. You can see I have just searched RE here. Remote desktop. If anyone is using Mac operating system, in Mac operating system, by default, you are not getting, you can download from their store. Now I got the remote desktop. Now in the above, in the option called computer, I need to enter this public. We have entered our public. Click on show options. Here it is asking for username. What is our username? Click on connect. So you need to first enter your DNS, public DNS. Then you need to enter your username. And now click on. Again, click on connect. When we click on connect, here we need to enter our. So copy the password, paste here. Still in process. Still taking more time. We are able to connect to our Windows EC2 Now, after connect to our Windows EC2 machine, in this EC2 machine, now whatever you want to do, you can do. That's like your computer. You want to install anything, you want to create any application, you can do anything, whichever you want to do under this particular Windows. Now, I'll show you some more. This PC. See here. Here I'm getting 29.9 GB, 30 GB they are providing, but here we are getting 29.9. Right click, properties. Here I'm getting this all details about our which we have used it, Windows Server 2022 we have used. We are able to see. So all the details about our EC2 machine we are able to see. Even few details they are providing here also. Here also you can see. So this is how we can create a Windows EC2 machine and we can connect to our machine. So this is how we can do that. Now, any question anyone have regarding this, please let me know. And then in the end, I'm going to show you after a practice, we don't need this particular machine. After our practice, I don't need this machine. If you want to work on this machine, you can work on that. But if you don't want this particular machine after a practice, you can delete this particular machine. How we can delete that also, like we'll discuss it. Let's have quick questions, then we'll discuss. Yes, Shubham, you can. Shubham, you have raised your hand to ask your question. You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, so sorry, Ankit, I just forgot. So I will just remember and I will just raise the hand again. Sorry.
Okay. Yes, Saraswati, you can unmute. Saraswati, you have raised your hand.
Hi, Ankit.
Yes, Saraswati.
Ankit, actually, I have 3 years of experience in the Oracle WebLogic. But AWS is suitable for me, Ankit.
In which technology you have experience?
Oracle WebLogic, it is middleware.
Yes.
Administrator.
Okay.
Yeah, it is suitable for me, AWS, Ankit.
Yes, definitely it is suitable, but make sure after this one you can go with DevOps also, Saraswati. For WebLogic purpose persons, it is good if you go with DevOps also.
AWS with DevOps.
Yes, after completion of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Ankit. Thank you. And one more thing, Ankit. Before we are using the creation of AWS account creation, what purpose we are creating, Ankit? Actually,
for practice purpose.
Yeah, okay.
For practice purpose. Because after you just listening a video doesn't clear your doubts. Your doubts will get clear when you practice it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Somnath, you can unmute.
Sir, server region can make any difference in functionality or speed or
which
like
thing?
we are server region, like we are selecting server in the US or
for practice purpose doesn't make any difference, but in real time we are always selecting the nearest region because we don't want our customer to be face latency issues. For practice purpose, you can use any.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Gautam, you can.
Hi, Ankit. Gautam here. I have 7 years of experience as a middleware administrator. Okay, I'm into WebSphere, WebLogic, and JBoss. So I'm exactly looking whether my profile suits for solution architect or system ops administrator. Which one will be
I'm not
preferred?
aware of that. What services are covering under SysOp administrator? So I can't guide you about those things because
Okay.
Clear?
Okay. And when coming to this, okay, you rightly mentioned that we can create multiple instances when we are selecting 10 like that, na? So if you want a different configuration, do you have any provision to create multiple?
Then you need to create one by one. If you're
by
going to create a multiple, if you want same configuration, then you can go with that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes, Mohan Babu.
Yeah, yeah. Ankit, my question is, so while creating the key store, right, you have selected the .pem, right? So what is the main
Yes.
difference between .pem and .ppk?
If you might be notice it in the below, it is mentioned some in small letters also. We have just noted that option, we are getting PPK, but might be if I notice it in PPK, it is clearly mentioned that PPK is for putty only.
Okay.
And putty is only used for connecting Linux machines, not Windows machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding that, your doubt will get more clear in tomorrow's session when I'm going to show you how to create Linux machine and how to connect Linux.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Angha, you can unmute. Yes, Angha.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, what will happen if we don't terminate the instance?
It is counting as 750 hours.
Okay.
750 hours per month, which you are getting, it is counting it. If you terminate, then it is not going to.
Okay, after 750 hours, they will charge.
Yes. They will charge you for this. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Anvish, you can unmute.
Good morning, Ankit.
Good morning.
I completed my graduation in 2021 passed out.
Okay.
Is this course helpful to join as a fresher?
Yes, definitely. Yes, a person who is fresher or a person is experienced, anyone can join this particular course.
Okay. Or else I keep any experience like 2 years or 1.5 years.
I don't think you require because you are 22 passed out, so you can apply as a fresher also.
2021 passed out.
21, and that is okay.
Okay. Thanks.
2 or 3 years still it is manageable if you are a fresher.
Okay.
But after that, it's quite difficult. Unleash.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to terminate your machine also. If you want to, after practice, if you don't want this particular machine, how we can terminate. So select your machine. We have an option of instance state. Here I'm getting into. But before that, you need to select your machine. Here we have an option of terminate instance. We have an option of stop also. Stop means like shutting down. If you want to shut down your machine, you can shut down your machine. I don't want to shut down. I want to delete this machine. I don't want to shut down this machine. So I'm going to click on terminate and again click on terminate. And it is clearly mentioned by the AWS, once we terminate this machine, it is impossible to recover this. So, but I don't want this machine. So I'm going to click on. So first it is shutting down and then it is going to terminate our machine. So make sure after practice, you are going to terminate your machine. And whenever you require next time, you can quickly create again a new machine. Yes, Kumara, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. I have 6 years experience in middleware, TIPCO. So which profile is suitable for me? So my manager told to I'll go for this cloud practitioner.
Cloud practitioner foundational one is optional.
Optional, okay. So
it's
that's
completely optional. In previous session also I said it's completely wastage of time and money.
Okay.
You can
Agent.
directly go to associate one also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
After that, you said that you're as per profile, you can go with DevOps also.
DevOps. Okay.
As per your previous experience also.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, Abhijit. Abhijit Hole, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, Abhijit.
Yeah. So every instance or every system might be have a unique key pair, right?
No, you can use the same key pair also for multiple machines also.
Okay. Okay. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you.
You can use that also. But the question you're asking me, Abhijit, regarding this in more in depth, you will get information when we'll come to a service called VPC. Because every multiple type of instance can't use same key pair.
Right.
If you try to use, even AWS will give you the error message.
Okay.
At that question, one answer which I'm giving, you will more understand my answer when we'll come to a service called VPC. At that time, you will understand.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Fine. Yeah.
Yes, Daniel, you can unmute.
Hello, good morning. My name is
morning.
Danielle,
Hi,
and I'm
Daniel.
calling from Mexico City. I have no experiences in computing. I'm an economist, but I really want to make a big change in my career. So I start with a friend recommend this course to me. I have already created my account here, but when it's time to select the area or the region, I can see Mexico on it, so I don't know in this case what do I supposed to do?
No, you can select any of the region, whichever you're from Mexico, you can even select US regions also. Whichever is near to you, you can select any one region, or you can go with North Virginia also.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sani, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a doubt. Like, suppose when we select 10 instances, okay, is it going to create 10 different DNSs?
Definitely, yes. 10 different machines they are going to create.
Okay. Okay.
Means
Fine.
every machine is having its own IP address.
Yeah, that's what yeah, thank you.
Yes, Vishal. Vishal, you can unmute yourself. Vishal, I'm not able to hear you.
Now am I audible?
Yes, Vishal.
Yeah. Ankit, I'm saying that I have one query as that girl asked, then can we prepone our timing by 15 minutes only? It is more feasible for me to attend the class, because what happens
Sorry,
now
Vishal, it's not
also
possible. Not possible for
now
me.
also my daily stand-up is going on exactly 10 a.m. It starts, and
No,
I have to attend
don't
that
worry.
also.
Don't worry about
I
that
have
right
to reach
now.
office also.
Don't worry, Vishal. These are demo sessions. In our upcoming session, we'll end our session by 10 o'clock. We'll cover. I'll make sure, because I know that at 10 o'clock a lot of people I go to office. I'm aware of that. In my previous batches also, the students are joining it. So I'll end my session by 10 o'clock in upcoming session. But these are demo sessions. So we are going with that. In our upcoming session, your doubts are going to be clear very easily. And 100% I know that if anyone is having doubt, they can email me also. But don't worry, in our upcoming session, our batches are going to be, means on that particular day, we'll complete at 10 o'clock.
Yes, because what happens if it is our lecture is closed by 9:45 now, I'll get 15 minutes time to reach office and I can attend a meeting from there only. So
you can do one thing. I have a suggestion. You can join by using mobile, Vishal. We have
yes,
a
but
Zoom app also. You can join by using that also. You can listen it. Even don't worry, if you miss anything, you can watch the video, or whenever you have doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, I have given my email ID. I might be you have my email ID also.
yeah, I
You
took
have my email
screenshot
ID.
of that.
So you have that email ID, you can email me anytime. Even on weekends also you can email.
Okay, I will get reply on that mail.
As soon as possible, you will get reply.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, uncle.
Thank you. Yes, Sajendra, you can unmute.
Yeah, you were saying like we can go for shutdown or terminate the system, right? That is instant. So which one is the right approach, the proper approach, whether you can go for
If you want to use that machine again, then go with stop. If you don't want to use that machine, then terminate.
No, because suppose if you are using that machine, like you might have done some operating, sorry.
For example, you are practicing something and you are working on some particular work. But for that particular time period, you have completed your learning. Now you want to continue the topic. So at that time, you can stop the machines. In that case, they are not going to count your 750 hours.
So, okay, even if you stop it also, they won't count that
No.
Billable 3 hours.
No, they are not going to.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And also you are saying like after every session, will you be share that session to videos to us?
For day 1, day 2, day 3, we are going to share all our students. After day 4, only with paid candidates. And from day 5, only paid candidates can join this particular session.
Okay, that's what. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes, David, you can.
Sorry, actually the previous question was the same as mine. So about the termination and stopping. So my idea is if you want to use it again and again, go for the stop. If you don't want that instance, just terminate it. So that you have to, if you want it again, you do. And one more thing that again the same question, the yesterday's PPT and today's PPT, it will be shared by where it will be shared?
We are only sharing with our paid candidates and it is uploaded. Or yesterday PPT is already uploaded in our website. If you are the paid candidates, you can check our website. You will get there.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Dinakar, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. My doubt already clear. My doubt here, termination and stop. So if you terminate, do you want me create again the new machine or still we can use that which is already created?
After termination, it is not possible to use the same machine. You need to create a new machine. Whenever you require, you need to create a new machine.
Okay. Until the practice
stopping like a shutting down. Shutdown machine you can restart, but deleted machine is not possible to recover.
Okay, got it. Okay. So in this case, until the course end, we can stop only, right? Don't need to terminate.
No, I'm not going to keep as it is machine. Whenever we require, I'll always create a new machine. Whenever I'm going to terminate. Whichever you feel comfortable, you can go with that way also. But I'm always saying go for termination because whenever you are creating a machine, you remember those steps again and again. Okay, because might be in the interview, they can ask you what are the steps you need to follow to create EC2 machine. Okay, so go with termination. So get a quick recap for you again.
Okay, all right. So the count would be not count, right? So 750 hours. So we are going to use the same detail. So we already we use 1 hour, 2 hours. The count will be still countable or
no? Once I terminated the machine, they are stop counting those hours.
Okay.
And this every month of first we are getting those 750 hours. And right now, let's say example today you are going to create from 19th of April. So you are getting the quota only for 12 days. So you can count it 750 divided by 12 or 11, whatever the days we have it. Based on that, you will get the hours for this particular month, April month.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Manoj.
Ankit, what is the purpose of login remote desktop connection?
To connect to this machine. Let's say example, you have created a machine. If you want to work on this machine, how you can work on that machine, Manoj?
Okay.
So you need to connect to that machine. Okay.
Just connection purpose or inside we can do anything?
Anything you can do. It's like your computer. You have created a computer in AWS servers and you can work on that computer. Okay. Yes, Shubham, you can unmute. Shubham Dhole, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Previous guy he just asked the question, the same doubt I have, the stop and terminate one.
Okay. Any more questions?
Stop we don't have means we don't charge anything, correct?
No, they are not going to charge anything.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Gavin, you can unmute. Gavin, you can unmute yourself. Gavin, I'm not able to hear you. Kiran, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. So my question is, when we have a remote desktop that was already been used and we're terminating, will those be disconnected, or what would be the
Yes, by
state?
default it is. If you're connected, by default it is going to be disconnected.
How about when we stop it? What's the difference?
That time also it is going to be disconnect. Stop means like a shutting down. Like if I shut down my laptop, definitely I'm not able to work on my laptop because it is shut down.
Oh, okay.
Stop is like same like a shutdown.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yes, Nilesh Patel.
Yeah, Ankit, actually, where do I get that link to pay this course?
I just want to know, Nilesh, are you in the WhatsApp group of batch 129?
Yeah, yesterday I had joined, but this is my first lecture.
No issues. So I'll inform my team. They'll again share the payment link in the WhatsApp group. So you can check the WhatsApp group, you will get it. If you still have any confusion, you can contact our WhatsApp group admins. They'll guide you on that.
Fine. Okay, surely I will.
Shyam Sundar, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Shyam.
Actually, I have created my account, and when I go for console, you have selected your region Mumbai, and in my case, it not shows.
You're not able to see Mumbai region?
It shows there are 10 regions that are not enabled for this account.
No, you are seeing, might be seeing the below one. You are seeing the below part. If you scroll up, you will see the Mumbai region. Yes, there are few regions which are not by default enabled in our AWS account.
By default, it shows side in.
No, are you able to log into your account, Shyam Sundar?
Yes, sir.
So are you able to see this screen? The one which I'm able to see like this?
Yes, sir.
This is how are you able to see that?
Yes, sir. I am able to launch EC2 machine also.
So if you are able to launch your EC2 machine, definitely you are able to see one region here. In which particular region you have launched your EC2 machine, Shyam Sundar?
Yeah, it shows side in.
No, you said that you are able to launch EC2 machine.
Yeah.
So
No,
what is that issue in that one? Yes, Shyam Sundar, please explain me so I can easily give you the solution for that.
I have go for just launching instance.
So you are able to launch instance. So what is your doubt here?
What I will choose my region.
In which region you have launched your EC2 machine?
Okay.
Shyam Sundar, may I know in which region while launching an EC2 machine, at that time, which region was showing you here? Shyam Sundar, are you able to understand what I'm trying to say you? Shyam Sundar, are you able to hear me?
Okay, I got it.
Oh, that's good. Yes, Kiran, you can unmute. Kiran, you have raised your hand to ask your question. You need to unmute yourself.
Okay, so I stopped the instance, but when I go back again, when I selected the instance, I don't see the connect again. So is there anything that
Take some time to start your machine. You need to select your machine. You will not see, if you see here, you will not see connect button is enabled by default. You need to select your machine and then you can click on connect.
I did selected the instance as well.
So if you select your machine, then the connect button is going to be there, but make sure your machine state is showing as running to you.
What is that, Ankit? Again, can you repeat that, please?
Running. What is its state right now for your machine?
It's showing as stopped.
So it means it is stopped right now. You need to start your machine. So if you select your machine, instance state, you have an option of start there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so you need to start your machine. Then you'll get an option to connect, because if you see here, when I selected connect button is disabled because my machine is terminated. It means I can't connect to this machine because it is terminated. Your machine always needs to be in the running state. If it's in the running state, then only you can connect to the machine. Okay, and whenever you stop your machine and start your machine, every time you need to copy a new DNS endpoint. The public DNS will be the new one. What is the reason behind it? We'll discuss in upcoming topic also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we'll learn about how we can create our Linux EC2 machine. In today's session, we have discussed about Windows EC2 machine, and in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss about Linux EC2 machine. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.